Your intelligence is working against you. The only reason we suffer is because we believe we have to. You have the two faculties of the mind, your memory and your imagination, and it's only in the mind that we ever suffer. When someone learns how to master their state of being and keep their awareness here and now, there's no room for suffering. There's no room for fear because you're too busy experiencing, you're too busy doing, and you're too busy living. This entire human experience is simply a school to teach you how to master your state of being, to go from a low vibration of fear to your highest vibration of authenticity. So what does that even mean, right? I categorize anything that can take you out of a positive, pleasant state or take you out of the present moment as fear. It doesn't matter what it is. The circumstance itself doesn't matter, but it's that vibration that causes your awareness to drift from the present moment and make you believe you have to suffer. When people suffer in their memory, they're simply reliving something that doesn't exist anymore. It happened however long ago, but they're choosing to replay a certain narrative within themselves and they're choosing to frame it to perceive it in a negative way, telling themselves an old narrative. This happens because the ego doesn't want to give up control. The ego doesn't want to be dissolved. When we form opinions about anything, it creates identifiers, things we identify with, and whatever we identify with, whatever we believe that to be true about that identity, then makes us believe that's how we have to experience our reality. So if we identify something in the past as negative, then the very thought of remembering it can cause all this to come up within us, can cause our nervous system to get all dysregulated, release cortisol within our system, and make us very unpleasant, right? And all we do is just think of something. All we do is just have a thought about something from the past. It's not the thought that's doing it. It's your belief system about the thought. It's how you're choosing to relate to your thought, to your circumstance, how you're choosing to perceive what happened. It's taking you out of the present moment. It's preventing you from being able to keep your awareness here and now. Therefore, you're suffering. Then you have your imagination. Your imagination also doesn't exist, right? But we have these fears of what could happen. This outcome might happen. If this happens, then I believe I have to feel like this, right? When we do that, it takes us out of the present moment as well. And then we choose to suffer about something that doesn't even exist as well. We've been so conditioned into believing that if this happens, then I have to feel like this. And that's the illusion, right? For example, someone loses their job, most people would choose to suffer from it because they're too busy in scarcity consciousness, because they're too busy stuck in survival mode, because their imagination is working against them. They're too busy thinking of things in the future that could go wrong because nobody taught them how to run this body and run this mind properly. Now, someone else could lose their job, and if this person has a certain level of mastery over their intelligence and over their awareness, they would choose to just focus their awareness on something positive. They would choose to perceive that circumstance not as negative, but rather they would perceive it as this is the universe's way of actually aligning something more that I prefer and opening a new door for me. It just looks on the surface like I'm losing something, but that's always the challenge, right? That's the fear of lacking and losing, of not being able to control your circumstance. You don't know what's going to happen. That's the whole point of this school, is to teach you to transcend fear. So you manifest a circumstance where you lose your job. You stay in a positive, pleasant state. You stay in a grateful state through it by choosing to perceive it and define it as something positive that's there to empower you, and it's there to actually align and open a new door for you for something more that you prefer. When you do that and you can sustain that higher vibration of gratitude by mastering your state of being, when you can do that, you will never suffer. You're actually just using your imagination now in a conscious way, in a constructive way that serves you in the way you prefer, instead of allowing your imagination to compulsively create negative thoughts and then you choose to believe them to be true. Fear in the future preventing you from living now. All of this goes back to forming opinions. You want to master your state of being? It starts by you consciously choosing to no longer form opinions about anything. Because just because something happened doesn't mean that you have to feel this way about it. Just because this happened doesn't mean you have to believe this to be true about it, right? So use your imagination, the most powerful faculty of your mind. Use it to your advantage. Consciously choose to reframe everything to create a new narrative. And you do this based on whatever memory you have in the past that you're choosing to suffer from, and whatever fear that's being in your future that you think could happen in a negative way. You just use your imagination in a positive way that serves you the way you prefer. It starts by learning how to stay equanimous through everything, through all of your circumstances. Staying in a positive, pleasant state by mastering your state of being is the key to all of this. It's how you liberate yourself from suffering. It's how you manifest everything into your reality. It's how you're able to flow through life effortlessly, like you're just riding a wave. If this resonates with you and you would like a deeper dive into this, check out my book. The link is in the bio. Or if you would like one-on-one guidance, please feel free to send me a DM. I would love to hear from you. Ciao for now.